Hello and welcome to CLP428, Praxis of Organizational Health and Growth with Denise Wynn, your professor. So, this class, just to let you know if you haven't figured out already, has a building nature to it. That means that we need to pick the right organization that we're going to study, you're going to study, all throughout the different papers throughout the entire class. So, choosing the right organization is critical. Two things I want you to try to avoid when choosing your organization. One, I want you to avoid choosing an organization that doesn't exist. I know that sounds really funny, but I've had several students try to do these papers with an organization that they're really keenly passionate about, and it's an organization that they intend to start, whether it's both volunteer or an actual entrepreneurial effort for profit. It doesn't work, and the reason why is because conceptual organizations are still ideal. There's no real problems because they don't exist yet. And this class is about learning how to fix and identify those problems in organizations. So, avoid choosing companies that don't actually exist. And your second thing you want to avoid is choosing organizations that are too shallow in terms of their hierarchy. What I mean by that is if you're a consultant and you have been for the last 10 years, that's fantastic. But the reality is, because you're a one-person organization, all the problems begin and end with you. So it's not really the system or something unidentifiable that we can look into. It really would just be whatever is happening inside of you and your decision-making processes. And that doesn't really produce the right types of papers when we get into the different processes we're going to study. So, honestly, I would try to avoid companies that are even less than, or 5 people and less. That's what I would try to avoid. So the two things that you want to choose when identifying your company is something that is robust, that's been around for a little while, and that actually would have various levels, one that you have intimate knowledge of, and two, that you'd be able to identify problems and help contribute to a solution through the analysis that you're going to learn how to do in this class. Alright, be thinking about that as you submit your class bios, which are due tonight. I'm going to be probably probing you with some questions to those class bios so that I can actually make sure you're choosing the right type of organization that will produce the right fodder for the papers. Okay, welcome to class.